Hi, and welcome to Exploring Creativity, episode 16. So, recently I was talking about the concept that I read in Tara Moore's amazing book, Playing Big, where she has a meditation that I absolutely recommend that all of you do that involves going 20 years into the future and seeing who that person who is you is and lives like and acts like and has around their house, and what kind of clothes do they wear, how's their hair, like all these things that kind of give you clues in this life, in this time, of how to get to that place. And this idea of, rather than pushing yourself towards that time and that place, having that person who is you, but in 20 years in the future, pulling you instead. Just like a different shift, a different way to look at it. So I really am fascinated by that idea. I mean, there's that whole thing that I'm forgetting who says it, but that you don't know where you're going if you don't know where you're going, right? Like, you can't know that you've gotten where you want to get to if you don't know where you want to get to. So if you can have that sense of where you want to get to, how you want to be, who you want to be, who you are in that time period, makes such a difference. It can guide all of your decisions right now. So that's an awesome exercise, 20 years in the future. There's also, going a little closer than that. So the thing I want to talk about doing this week, and really this is really all about an activity as opposed to anything else, but I want you to just think 1 year in the future. Where do you want to be? Like, what are doable accomplishments in this 1 year? And this is what I want to do. And there's a blog called The Fluent Self, Javi Brooks. She talks about this a lot, of talking to future me. Like, what does future me have to say to me today? So one of the things that she talks about doing is having future me write to me right now, giving encouragement, giving some guidance, saying, how much she's looking forward to meeting me, things like that. And I had a group of women that I was meeting with who we did this, and it was so powerful. And I really suggest that every one of you does this. Sit down, take some deep breaths, make some coffee, tea, whatever soothes you, whatever gets you into that nice zone. Breathe, and then kind of go to that place a year from now. Think about who you are in that space. Really inhabit it. Where do you want to be? Who do you want? What are the even small, definitely small changes that you want to see? Because we're talking 1 year, and let's be realistic so we don't disappoint ourselves. So write a letter to yourself today. Write a letter to today you from future you, saying whatever you want to tell you about, whatever you would think back, what would you say to yourself a year ago from where you are now? Okay, what advice would you give? What advice would you have given about things to not worry about, things to worry about, things to think about? Whatever you think that you would have needed or liked to have heard that would have helped the journey. So just sit down, write to yourself from future me to today me, giving some extra encouragement, love, thoughts, guidance. Fold it up, put it in an envelope, put a stamp on it, put your address on it, and give it to a friend and ask them to send it to you on some random date in a month or 2 or 3, long enough that you'll have forgotten about it. And you'll see what happens when you get that. It'll be magical. So that's what I'm going to leave you with today. Just kind of be with yourself and I think we're all needing encouragement and guidance and just okayness. Because I'm hearing from a lot of people that, I don't know if it's the winter or just the time, something's going on, the stars, I don't know, but people are just feeling stuck. They're feeling frustrated. They're feeling stressed. So let's see what we can do to ease out of that. So let me know how it goes. Below, if you're on Facebook, subscribe to the channel so you get updates about the videos. Leave me notes about like if you've ever done this before, or and definitely if you do it, what your experience was. And if you're on the website, www.exploring-creativity.com, sign up for the newsletter and leave comments below. I'd love to have this be a conversation, and let's just help each other. Okay, have a good one, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks.